What's going on, guys? Telebite here. Welcome back to another video. I just wanted to take a minute and make a video that's, unrelated from my other videos that I've been making. I've been very sporadic with the type of videos I've been making lately. But nevertheless, here's a video for you guys. So this video is going to be about a couple of things. Number one, I got a new job. I'm not working at McDonald's anymore. I'll get into that a little bit later. And number two, I'm just going to go into some of the points from when I was working at McDonald's, and I guess even from where I'm working now, about things that customers do in the fast food industry that really will get on an employee's nerve. So I guess this is just a little bit of a list of my pet peeves of what I have to deal with customers. And most of these are going to be from McDonald's, just based on the fact alone, because I've worked there. I worked there longer than I've been at my new job, and my new job is like, it's a store that's like inside of another building, so it's not like a entire like standalone store like what it was when I worked at McDonald's. Alright, so let's get into this. One of those things for sure would be if you're super busy and you're working in the drive-thru and you have cash to take in the back, so if you're pulling up to the booth to pay for your food when you're in the drive-thru, there's a good chance that employee back there is also being tasked with taking orders for another lane. So which means that they're taking money from you and counting you change, and then they're also saying, "Hi, how can I help you?" and taking orders from the car that's at the speaker. So if you all didn't know that, that's why. So anyways, what I was going to say, when people order Happy Meals, or when people would order Happy Meals, that would that would annoy me, because when somebody orders a Happy Meal, there are so many questions, like follow-up questions you have to ask, like, what do you want to drink? What sauce do you want with that? What do you want for your extra side? And then, the mom or the dad or whoever's driving the car might be like, "Hey, what do you want? Do you want apple slices or Go-Gurt?" And they'll say, "Go-Gurt!" And so, yeah, that's just one of many things. I've also never been a fan of when people would pay for their order with a handful of change. Like, I'm talking like coins here. Because I don't know what his problem is. Probably a delivery or something. Anyways, when people would pay with coins, especially, in that same situation when I have headset on and I'm saying, "Hi, welcome back, how can I help you?" And then I have to count out $4.37 of quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. So I have nothing wrong with people paying with change. I agree that it's money is money, but it can be difficult sometimes because you're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, anything else? So yeah. So that's more, I guess, like back of house stuff that you guys probably wouldn't even know about. So let's talk about some things that I've encountered in the lobby of the restaurant. One of those things, sorry, I just totally shook everything here. One of these things is when, I remember this one specific time, it was an older guy, he was one of the regulars. It was like winter time, and he walked in and he tracked mud from his boots like throughout the lobby, like to where he was going to go sit. And I would always, like, a while ago, my managers, they would always put me on lobby, which is one of my least favorite things to do anyways, because that's just cleaning and it's your only task, and it gets lonely out there because you don't have your coworkers to hang out with. And yeah, then you get to clean all that stuff up. Another thing would be in the lobby is when customers would spill, and they'll just say, "Oh, there's a spill over there." And then I have to go and I have to get a mop and I have to clean it up. Which again, it's fine, it's part of my job, it's what I'm getting paid to do, but at the same time, they're not like really sorry or anything. They're just like, "Oh, we spilled our soda." So, okay, let's go back to drive-through here. So, if you're working in the second drive-through window, okay, the one where you pick your food up at, and the employee asks you to pull up and park and wait for your food, please, for the love of all of my fast food colleagues, pull up. Because if we're asking you to pull up, we do not have your food ready, and there are most likely cars behind you that we might have their food ready. So that means that you're going to make our OEPE times go up, which stands for order in to present end. And we need to keep those times lower so we can serve more customers quicker. I've had people who would argue with me just because I'm simply asking them to pull up so we can send an employee out to them and give them their food in like a couple of minutes. So please, it doesn't matter what restaurant you're at, if you're in the drive-thru and an employee asks you to pull up, please just pull up. Okay, another thing is, if there are ever customers, I've had to deal with this before, when they just get unnecessarily angry about something that the person you're yelling at can't even control, that's just not cool. Like, if you come up to me and you yell at me because there's pickles on your sandwich and you asked for no pickles, I'm not the person who made the sandwich. Okay, so what you have to do is please just be polite, just give us faith in humanity, and just say, hey, there's no pickles on your sandwich. I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll get that taken care of for you right now. There's like, without a doubt, that an employee's just going to say, oh, sorry about that, we messed up. That we're always going to make it right for you, okay? So, instead of you, like, yelling at us or something like that just because we put pickles on your sandwich and you didn't want pickles, it's not helping anybody. It's just making us feel crappy about our jobs, okay? Alright, so those were just some of my pet peeves about working in fast food. If you guys like this video, drop a like. Maybe I'll add some more fast food related content. Next up on this video, I'm going to reveal where I'm working at now. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, I'm very happy where I'm working now, and it's been a much better place for me than working for McDonald's. So, I'm going to reveal where I'm working at now in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! The answer is Chick-fil-A. And here's why. So, I was having issues at McDonald's. There were people that, I worked with there that would get on my nerves and just really, cause me trouble and stuff. And another thing was, I was still making minimum wage there after working there for like 8 months. And when I found out that my next raise, or my first raise that I was going to get would only be 25 cents or something like that, it was just like a discouragement, because I would provide, customers would give me compliments for my customer service and everything like that, and I don't know. So what I ended up doing is I just got on Indeed and I applied for a bunch of jobs, being like a couple. And what actually instigated all of this is my dad and we just had dinner at Chick-fil-A one night, and we were like, wow, all these people here are really nice, and it's amazing customer service, and everything like that. And I'm like, hey, I want to be part of that. And of course you get Sundays off, which is awesome, to have that day built in. So for like those reasons alone, Chick-fil-A seemed to be an even better option for me, aside from them paying me like over $2 more per hour than McDonald's would. And the Chick-fil-A I work at is even more special, because I work at a Chick-fil-A inside of the like the dining commons or the union of a big college in my city. Okay, so there it's just, I'm going to be getting to serve college kids and just help them, have lunch or dinner or whatever. And I'll also be, selling food to people who are younger, which to me, it is better for me, because when I would work with older people, they would, some of them would have a bad attitude and stuff, and it would, like, really annoy me. I'm not saying that young people aren't the same way, but yeah, I just thought that that would be something, because I just didn't like, having to clean up muddy footprints and that kind of stuff. And the other serious perk to this new job is that it's like a food court, so there's no lobby or bathrooms to clean. The facility takes care of that, which is even better, because then that gives me just more time to focus on my job and the customer. So yeah, there's also no drive-through. It's just all front counter business. And something that I really appreciate about Chick-fil-A is how their chicken's actually made. I don't know if y'all even know this, but like, your chicken at Chick-fil-A, it's like, it's not pre-packaged, okay? We start with like raw, regular, like just bare naked chicken, and we marinate it, and then we bread it in-house. It's bred in-house, with milk wash and, of course, the breading. And then we fry it, which makes the chicken taste so much better than it would at any other place, where it's just, I remember at McDonald's, the chicken would just come out of a bag and put into the deep fryer. So it's something that's, a lot nicer about working there. I'm also technically an employee of the college as well, which is nice. So yeah, I thought I would make this video, just kind of about a life update. Another thing is, I also start school in 2 days, so my life's going to start going back to normal instead of, all the summer business and stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Let me know if you like this type of content, and I'll make more. See you later.